Hello and welcome to the very first Fab or Fail. So I am so excited to bring this content to you. I have been working on this Fab or Fail idea for about a month now. And so I'm here to chat about one of my favorite topics, packaging, but we're going to make it a little fun. So here's what we're going to do. I have picked up some packaging from out in the market, and I'm going to do a live packaging review, and at the end we're going to rate it Fab or Fail. Doesn't that sound like fun? I mean, if you've ever watched HGTV and Love It or List It, it's the same idea. At the end, what are we going to do? Fab or Fail. All right, so I am going to dive right in. The product that I have to review for you today here is this Urban Clinicals Digital Detox Beauty Serum. So I've pulled just the standard packaging shot that Urban Clinicals is using for this product. So first and foremost, I want to look at, what kind of container are they using? Okay, so they're in a dropper bottle, so that'd be your container. And they've got a label on it. The color of the bottle is interesting. The bottle's functional. So check, that's great. But this label, as I look at it from a packaging design perspective, it's kind of eye-catching. It's got a color that lines up with the blue of the bottle. But, once I start to look a little bit deeper, the first thing that I notice or don't notice is the product name and the text. So even though I've blown up this image pretty big for you here, it's actually still difficult to read the product name. So that Digital Beauty Detox Serum is, the type's pretty small. It's all kind of squished together. So without any space in between the words, it's actually kind of difficult to read it. And then it's in a box, and the box has an outline, and I actually see the box before I see the text. I can see that there's some text above the product name. But even with this pretty big, it's still difficult to read. Hi, it looks like we've got Megan who's joined. Thanks for joining me, Megan. So, first things first, it's just really difficult to read what this product is, even with us zoomed in on the package. And, I don't mind the logo on the side. I always love to do something, interesting and eye-catching with the layout. So that's fine. But as I'm looking at the graphic, those circles with the dots, that looks like a background that I've seen in Canva like a bunch of times. So I probably would have picked a graphic that is a little more unique to the brand. So I'm going to jump into the next. I've got a few more images to share here. So next up, we've got the dropper bottle and then the outer packaging. So this product, I think it's around a $40 price point. So they made a good choice doing the dropper bottle and a secondary package, a box. But this box could be working harder for the brand. Using a photo of the dropper bottle itself on that secondary package on the box is just wasted real estate on the box. So if this product's going to be sold in stores, somebody would want to know what the product is and what it does and get like an immediate benefit within 3 seconds from that box, and that box isn't doing that. Instead, the box is really just telling me that there's a dropper bottle inside. I have to look further. I have to be interested to read further to understand anything more. And then, if this product is being sold online, like let's say, I know this brand is selling on Amazon, it's actually where I pulled the images, using the box in the main image or in a secondary image can actually add messaging to the listing. And right now, that box is not doing that. That box is really not adding any value. And as I look at it, it's kind of, I kind of wonder what the material is. But yeah, just overall, it's like, it could be doing more. It could be adding more value. All right, so next up, especially for direct-to-consumer brands, I love to look at Instagram, because when you have a skincare brand like this beauty serum, you're going to be using this packaging on your Instagram to sell the product, because the packaging is synonymous with the product. It's the visual for the product. So when I look at their Instagram, you can see, this is just the overall feed. The bottles are kind of blending in to the backgrounds. So, that top right-hand social image is for this product. I can see that it's the blue bottle, but I can't see what the product is at all when it's that small, which again just goes to the messaging on that bottle just could be working so much harder. I don't think that type needs to be super big, super large on everything, but on a product like this, the type needs to be large enough so that when the bottle is scaled down in an Instagram grid, when it is scaled down on the search image on the Amazon page, that somebody can look at that image and know what it is. They need to be able to at least read the key piece of information of what this item is, and we can't do that here. Now, the text that's been added to this social image, Defend and Hydrate, actually is fantastic. It tells me what this product does. And when you're able to add text to an image like that, it helps. But I'd actually love to see that text on the bottle in a stronger way, so that as a customer, I can understand not only what this product is, but what it does for me. And then one thing that I would say that they're doing really well is that they're color coding their products. So you're seeing a blue bottle and you're seeing a yellow bottle. Now, I can't tell what each of those are, but I can at least tell that they're two different products. All right, next up, I just wanted to kind of zoom in and pull up one social image so we can see, in this case, we're showing 3 of those bottles, and the texture on the label is, a little fine, so it's getting a little lost, which is okay because the graphic's a bit generic. And then again, we can't really see the text. We don't have much in here to tell us what the product is. They're really relying on, just a strong color identifier and then the caption. So, I think I'm sounding a little bit like a broken record here, but, we could get a graphic that is more engaging and more custom to the brand. We can also get the messaging larger, bolder, or stronger so that we can see what that product is, and then get the repetition of the product name, because it takes us about 8 times of seeing something to remember something. So unless a name is super catchy and iconic off of the bat, we need to see that product name a couple times to remember it. And I know I spoke a bit about how that product looks in search for e-commerce and Amazon a little earlier, but I did want to show what that looks like here. So this was just searching for their product on Amazon on my phone, and you can see I've scaled it down just a smidge to fit in the slide here, but I can't see what that product name is on the bottle. Now it's in the search results, so I can see that, so that's fantastic. But we could get something on that bottle that just tells us what this is and tells us why we need it. It's just a lost opportunity there. So, overall, when I look at packaging, I'm not just looking at, is it beautiful? I want to know, is it going to catch the eye? It has to draw attention. So they've got a color that draws attention. That's great. Also, you need to be able to understand what the product is from the packaging within 3 seconds. And things that do that are the container shape, the product name, visuals that relate to the product or the benefit. So here we've got a good container shape. It tells us it's some sort of liquid, and we are getting this blue color that alludes to that digital detox, but we're not really getting a strong story about what this product is, what it does, or why we need it. And that would really be something that, as a packaging designer, I would look at, and I would chat with the brand about how to bring that to life through their packaging. So I have to ask you all, what do you think? Is this a fab or is this a fail? I've got a couple people here if you want to drop it in the comments. 3, 2, 1. I'm going to let you know my answer. It's a fail. Unfortunately, we just can't really tell what this product is from the packaging. We can't read it. We can't understand what it is in 3 seconds. It's caught my eye, but it hasn't sold me on what the product is or why I need it. So hopefully I've shared a bit about what's going on with this product, how it could be better. And, Urban Clinicals, if you want me to help with this, let me know. In the meantime, this was just the first of many Fab or Fail packaging reviews. I'll be back again next week at 11 a.m. Central Time. If you have a product or there is a product that you've seen out in the market that you're interested to know what my packaging review would be, there is a link in my bio to submit packaging for Fab or Fail reviews. So go ahead. It's just a really quick Google form. I've got, a few more products in mind on my list. I love looking at skincare, home, beauty, fragrance, candles, soaps. So we're going to have a variety of different products in here for these Fab or Fail reviews. But if you've got something in mind, something that you've seen that you want my take on, or just something that you think is interesting, go ahead, go to that link in bio and drop a submission. Have a great Friday.